Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Animeoveranalyst here, and today's video is kind of a callback to my channel about a year ago when I started posting just random discussion videos here and there. And I haven't done them in a while, and I miss doing them, just sitting down and talking. And so today's video, as you've seen in the title, is all about the second half of Demon Slayer, like the second half of this season. So I've got issues with it that I want to kind of cover here in this video, and I'll give like a pretty much a review, like a score at the end, like a number out of 10, basically. You know, everybody's crazy about those things. I'm okay with it. So this second half of Demon Slayer, not gonna lie, I'm gonna go spoilers because what's the point of doing a discussion video without spoilers? Let's be honest here. You've clicked on this video because you've already seen the second half of Demon Slayer. You're not here to hear my opinion on if you should watch it or not. So spoilers, yada yada yada. Okay. So, I've got a love-hate relationship with this second half, and it all boils down to pacing for me. That's the biggest issue I have. Animation, beautiful. Music, beautiful. I love the OP, I love the ED. I'm a huge, music geek, as you can tell with all the reactions and stuff. So, I love music. Fantastic as always. I mean, I was even catching bits of that episode 19 score sprinkled in here and there. It's kind of like a motif that they're using, so I really enjoy that. I think it's like the flame dance motif, yeah, something along that lines. Anyways, I'm completely fine with that. My biggest issue is the fact that there were times where the plot felt rushed, and then there are times where it dragged, and I wish that they did more when it came to exploring and well, let's kind of talk about it. So this half of the season takes place right after Mugen Train, and Tanjiro and Inosuke and Tanjiro, Inosuke, Nezuko, and Zenitsu get kind of whisked away by this dude named Uzai, who was initially going to capture little girls for this project. Why? He was going to end up with one, I believe. I'm trying to remember back to the first episode. Yeah, he was just gonna take one of them, and it's Shinobu's sister. I can't remember her name for the life of me. But he was going to take her and use her for his mission, and then Tanjiro, being the kind-hearted dude that he is, offered him up. Also, I forgot to mention, there was that side plot where he goes and talks to Rengoku's father, explains everything to him. It was a nice little moment there. I'm fine with the pacing with that. I actually like it. I like how they took the time out, and it wasn't forever. It was just a nice little something. We get to see a little bit of character development with Rengoku's dad finally crying and actually accepting emotions and all that stuff. So that was really cool. Anyways, back to this. So Uzai, I don't know how to pronounce his name. The sound dude. He basically dresses Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu as geishas because they're going into the entertainment district of, I'm assuming, Tokyo. They never actually say what city it is. It's giving me kind of Tokyo vibes, though. So, entertainment district. And basically what they were doing was going undercover, trying to figure out what happened to his wives. Because this dude has 3 wives, because he's a freaking ninja, and he's cool. And he's like, what happened to my wives? They kind of disappeared. They were undercover looking for this top demon. And so the first half of this part of the season, it's kind of like an undercover mystery. And this is where my first pacing problem is they took the time to split Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke up into various houses. And they formed this really, really cool kind of diverse system where, you know, you have these different houses that are kind of competing with each other. And so each one of them gets placed in a different house. And it's actually really cool. And I think they really could have gone further into what these houses do to these girls, as well as just kind of society in general. Instead, what happens is that Inosuke practically immediately, not immediately, but almost immediately, is able to track down the demon because it's Inosuke and he's freaking crazy. And it does, it helps that he kind of is able to trace it. And so they fight the demon. It's this geisha, and she appears to be one of this. She was like number 6, I believe, in the Hashira. Yeah, upper 6. And I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her at all. Her demon form completely undermines what she was doing undercover as a geisha. Undercover as a geisha, she killed people just kind of on a whim, but you get the feeling that she at least was a little bit intelligent on how she went about it. And I guess you can say she got a little bit cocky, because that's how she was able to be found out so easily. But that's kind of my issue here, is that they kind of started building her up as someone intelligent, and then that kind of gets broken down almost immediately. And it delves more into her character as someone who's kind of spoiled. She turns into a spoiled brat, which I can kind of understand, because what we find out later is that she's part 1 of 2. Her older brother is a part of her, so you can't kill one without killing the other. You got to kill both of them simultaneously. And when he got revealed, I thought, okay, this is really cool. But leading up to that point, I felt like the anime was taking forever. And this is kind of my biggest issue with Demon Slayer, from the point that she got revealed to the end. It was this long fight, and it lasted like 6 to 8 episodes. Like the first couple, it was like first 4 episodes were the entertainment district, and then all the rest was just one fight. And I got burnt out. Not to say that the fights didn't look cool. They were freaking amazing. But it just felt like it dragged. And I felt like I was missing a key detail. Like, they didn't spend enough time building up this entertainment district where by the end of the season, the entire place gets burnt down to the ground. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, that was a lot of people dead. Because, no one else is going to be able to get out. But I didn't really have much of an emotional attachment to it, because they spent so little time in the first part of this season. They didn't build up any of these side characters, side anything. It was like they really, really wanted to rush towards the fight, because that's where they knew the audience is going to lie. They knew that the audience is going to go crazy over the fights. And don't get me wrong, the fights aesthetically, like, they look amazing. It's just, I thought they took too long. And that really is just my biggest gripe with this season, was that I I wish that they spent more time in the first part. That's pretty much it, honestly. And so, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad season at all. It's just, like I said, and I know I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I'm a little tired, and I'm trying to get my ideas formulated. So, yeah, first season, in short, first season, or first half of this season, and that's the thing. Why did they have to do a Mugen arc season? That blows my mind. I don't understand that. Because they made the movie, and I thought the purpose of the movie was so that they didn't need to make this season, and yet they still went ahead and did it. Now, you know, if you watched or listened to my podcast on Demon Slayer with a Phantom Chimera, I'll link it in the cards up above, as well as in the description down below. If you listen to that podcast episode, I have my gripes with Mugen Train as well. Kind of the same issue, honestly, where they didn't spend a lot of time building up the characters. Like, the majority of the show, the anime, was purely about fighting. And I had a hard time connecting with the characters. And so, I wish that Demon Slayer, honestly, would slow down the moments where they don't have to fight, to build in some more drama, some more tension, and speed up the fights a little bit. Or they can keep the fights the same, but they've got to add some more stakes. They've got to add some more emotion to it, because I can tell you right now, I don't care about Uzi whatsoever. You know, he looks like he has the potential to be an amazing character. You know, this ninja dude who, for some reason, it looks like his clan got murdered or something. And then he takes on these 3 women as apprentices, and they fall in love with him. I'm like, dude, that's really cool. He's got so much potential. But they spend maybe half an episode on a flashback, and it just didn't feel right with me at all. There was so much potential with him, and it just kind of fell flat at the end, you know? He had a couple instances where it looked like, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead. But I'm one of those people that I have a hard time believing that somebody's dead unless I physically see them die. At least when it comes to anime. Because anime, it unfortunately falls into the trope of my main characters, and most of the time side characters don't die. Unless you're on Attack on Titan, Berserk? Yeah, I'll go with Berserk. Yeah, at least the first half of Berserk. Up to the Eclipse. Yeah. The second half of the Eclipse, though, I do think Berserk falls into that issue, where you kind of get this main party, and they don't die. There's no stakes about it. I'm gonna do one of these videos about Berserk, by the way, so keep that in mind. That may be the one that I'll put up Wednesday or Thursday, because I've got a lot that I want to talk about Berserk as well, and it will be completely manga. I mean, all the way up to like the final chapter when it comes to the manga. So that's a little teaser there. Anyways, this video is running a little long. It's longer than I expected, but I tend to talk a lot. And so I just want to thank you all for checking this out. You can diss me in the comment section down below. Go right on ahead. That is more clicks and stuff for YouTube. Yeah, yada yada. I honestly don't care. So yeah, thank you all so much. I'm the Anime Overanalyst, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey guys, Editor Analyst here. As I was editing this video, I realized that I never gave it a rating. So, I'm giving this season of Demon Slayer, this Entertainment District season, a 8 out of 10. Mainly because I did like most of the fight choreography and the animation, the music, all the stuff I listed beforehand. It's just mainly the thing that's preventing it from reaching a 9 or 10 is just that pacing issue that I had and the lack of character development that I had. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all later.